Hello, hi there, it's me, it's Dave, or the Jaded Rabbit. God bless you, my friends. Thank you kindly for joining along for another live stream. I have not really been wanting to play Mortal Kombat 1. I don't think you can blame me. Mortal Kombat 1 just doesn't have anything to offer. So I much prefer talking about it, and I thought a fun topic would be MK1 Shill tier list. I want to know where other people are falling on the spectrum of enjoyment, disenfranchisement. Where are people falling on that spectrum in regards to MK1, NRS, WB? Are people still wanting to say, hey, be patient, game is going to get better? I think by now, season 4, like, you only need 3 points to make a scientific correlation. There's nothing changing about invasions. I mean, at least in ways that matter. Things that are changing in invasions are very particular to me, but I don't think anyone else cares. No one cares about invasions. So, like, the basic design of invasions, it's not changing. That's the only way you can fix it, is if you fix the basic bones of the game, and that's not going to change. So with season 4, we see more of the same invasions, the same combat league. So for me, I still think the game is crap. But I would like to know, what are the MK tubers, YouTubers, what are they thinking out there? Are they enjoying it? Are they liking it? Are they still defending it? I think the only sort of, I guess, win we have for those who are not enjoying the game would be Dynasty, because he is a larger content creator. He is talking about negative things about the game. I don't necessarily agree with everything that he says, but it's nice to see that some people with larger platforms are talking about the game. And I mean, like, there's a lot of stuff going on that are more important in the gaming world, like Gamergate 2.0. Oh my god, that is blowing up so much. But I think, like, we still need to think about Mortal Kombat and where it sort of fits into all of this. Mortal Kombat, although not involved with Sweet Baby, it does have these issues of forced inclusion, forced diversity, forced everything. But the pandering can only go so far, and a lot of people are unhappy with it. But are people really speaking out about it? I do remember there was one video by Fourth Snake where he's like, these costumes are just not accurate to the nostalgia costumes of yore. So, yeah, having those kinds of things, I mean, like, he's marginally touching the culture war, as it were, with that video. But do they do this regularly? What do people do regularly? What, I'm just so curious. I have so many questions. So I have here a tier list. So I have some basic, like, criteria. I don't I don't know how many criterias I can get. So I have, are they hashtag travel and access provided by WB Games? So I think, like, for sure, anyone who's receiving some sort of free activity, free food, free travel, early access, front of the line access, these people have a sort of commitment to maintain that good relationship and not talk too much trash. Or if they do talk trash, it'll be in some podcast, 3-hour podcast that no one's watching. True underdog. Or they put it on Twitter. Ghosty. Because, yeah, unfortunately, people on YouTube are very different from people on Twitter. because there are more people typically watching a YouTube video than a Twitter post. But yeah. Anyways, so are they having that sort of relationship? And I guess on top of that, you could ask, are they financially motivated? Like, are they trying to maintain their subs, trying to maintain their views? Like, I love that video about Super where he was crying about views. I think he's in the glory hole tier. We're gonna get into tiers. Okay, and then I guess like another one is, are they pointing out game flaws? It doesn't have to be like all of the stuff that I talk about, because I would never expect anyone to 100% agree with me. But are they like talking about some displeasements, some disappointments in the game? Because I think we can objectively say that game is rushed, game is glitched, game is, these are things that I provide objective evidences for, right? Like I show you the glitches. So are they pointing out game flaws? Are they genuine? Yeah, like are they like a cloud chaser? Or are they like just an honest to goodness human being who's just sharing their opinion? That's what I would like to know. So I have a couple of tiers here. They're all sort of like gay, RPDR related. So we have a glory hole tier. So this is anyone who's willing to bend over and take it for any corporate. OMG. I'm loving this tier list already. So then we've got here the gaslight gatekeep girl boss. So this is like the person who would lie to you and say, no, it's okay. It's a great game. Or, no, just be patient. It's going to get better. These are the people who are gaslighting you, telling you that there is nothing wrong. These are the people telling you to get good, that your opinion does not matter because you are just not skilled in some way. Whatever. I would say, some opinions are just sort of, I question conspiracy theories for sure. Also, I would question, conspiracy theories. Yeah, for sure. Okay, girl boss. So yeah, so this can we just throw Ghosty in this tier? But I am willing to like accept that people change, seasons change. Do you know that expose song? Seasons change, people change. Anyways, I love that song. So yeah, I'm totally willing to think that people will change. Okay, and then we have Good God Girl, Get a Grip. These are the wannabe shills. Do you know this reference? Latrice. Good God, girl, get a grip. So these are the wannabe shills. They are trying to promote the game. They might be like on that YouTube grind, clout chasing, etc. Yeah, I really didn't have much goals for YouTube. I think I accomplished them all pretty quickly for myself personally. But yeah, anyways. Good God, girl, get a grip. Flase da. So this is the category where they're like, Pearl, it's just gonna be flase da, which was supposed to be just like let them be like a nonchalant attitude. These may be people who do receive compensation in some way, but they're like they maybe receive compensation from everyone. Maybe I don't know. This is more of a category of like wild card for sure. Then we have the Getter Jade category. This is where I would be. Getter Jade, because this is where people who are just any form of anti MK1, calling out NRSWB, yeah, somewhere here. Hopefully the tiers make sense. I know, like, not everyone's gonna get the references, but I thought these references were like, I know who I'm putting in these categories. I know for sure. So let's, I guess, begin with Uncaged. I think he's glory hole. I'm just going into it saying, I think he is glory hole. He's always got that O face in his thumbnails, like he's at the glory hole. Okay, so what are we looking for? I guess, like, you know, trailer reactions. Do they just love it? This is the question. State of MK1 in 2024.
So this topic has been brought up many times, and a lot of you guys have asked me on my streams, what are my thoughts on the current state of Mortal Kombat? I have a lot of thoughts. I wrote down a list here, so if you see me looking over here, because I don't want to miss any points that I want to discuss in this video, because there are a lot. Now, before we go further into the video, I gotta give a massive shout outs to the amazing sponsor of today's video. That's Ridge Wallet. Now, Ridge is one of my favorite. Not only
shut up about your stupid sponsor. It's so much of the video. Right at the beginning? That's one way of doing it. Uncaged. I think he's glory hole. Okay, so you guys can see for yourself, Mortal Kombat 1 isn't in the greatest of states right now. It just, something about MK1 release this time just feels empty. There's a lot of thing happening and not happening. Well, actually, you know, if you were playing the game, I think a lot of people don't play the game. If you're playing the game, right, and you're not using a turbo controller, you would be spending a lot of that time trying to collect all them damn components. That's what NRS intended. They wanted the game to be really grindy. I think that's the problem. When the people don't even play the game, they don't know how deep the grind is. You don't know how nefarious NRS really is. So, okay, making the MK community a little worried and upset, and it's rightfully so to feel these emotions. Okay, well, I don't need your validation to have my emotions. Thank you, sir. I like the transcript. Give me the transcript. I don't want to hear him talk. I'm not going to say communication has always been great. Actually, no, that's not true. MK11, communication was great. They gave us in-game apology with time crystals. Do people forget that? Okay, so where it's been kind of quiet for some reason.
Of states right now compared to like see the next story expansion, whatever, right? That's fine. Let them cook. But a simple post saying, hey guys, we're working hard on the next stuff, the future of MK. Stay tuned. It's gonna be exciting. Something like that. Something like we're still alive would be phenomenal. But it's just radio silence, and we're just kind of here playing with our thumbs, just thinking and theory crafting on what they're working on. You know, it's not great. So communication is key. Even if you have nothing to share, just say something. You know, just to have us know that they are still alive and the game is just not abandoned. You know, it's a little scary when we don't hear anything for.
Wow, I honestly didn't expect Uncaged to be like talking about things like this. I mean, he's not going hard at all on NRS, but he's also trying to like deflect and say like, oh, they've done this before
for a long period of time. So that's the first thing. Communication. It has been great for MK1. I've said this many times, and I will still say it for as long as you know I can say it. But MK1, I think, in my opinion, is one of the funnest
not one of the funnest MK games. Damn it! If it's so fun, why aren't you playing it? Honestly, I don't play it because it's not fun. That's why I make vids about Street Fighter 6. Please go watch them. I like them. I think they're fun. I like Street Fighter 6. It has me delusional thinking that I make $30 when I hook up my turbo controller to the game for every fighting pass. But, yeah, MK is terrible. How can you say it's funnest? Where is it fun? Micro penis on Bihan? Bihan sexual? No thanks. Or maybe, you know, I'm being a little too aggressive there. And maybe a little too many microaggressions against the micro penises. I think it's all about how you use it. No hate against the micro penis.
Wise out of all the MK games. I like the other ones, but MK1 just feels awesome. Like the combos are so sick. With that being said, though, MK1 gameplay being amazing aside, just feels like it's missing a bunch of small things that could have made this game amazing. Day one not having crossplay is a huge negative. I mean,
I don't know. They added crossplay. Doesn't that solve your problem? I think we just need to accept whatever they add to the game, it's just not fixing it. It's not cutting it. Oh my god, JJ. JJ. 36 it's been 3 years? It's been 3 years, JJ? Holy. Love you, brother. Aw, thank you, JJ. Thank you. Wonderful. Wow. It's been a while since we've been on this YouTube. I guess. Oh my god, I guess I'm coming up on 4 years. 4 years in April? Ooh, interesting. Wow, I'm old. It's weird how time flies. Okay, so here we go. So, crossplay is a huge negative. I mean, oh wait, why am I reading it?
Tekken 8 released with crossplay day one. It took Mortal Kombat 1 so many months. Like, we just got crossplay like a couple days ago. So, I don't know, stuff like that. Like, crossplay should be ready day one. Or at least like the first week or so, right? But we waited so...
I don't think crossplay is the fix. And not having it day one, it doesn't really solve anything.
Just next level. They did things for MK11 that made the MK community hype and excited to be an MK fan. For example, can we talk about the MK11 reveal event? That was one of the greatest moments of my life.
He was jizzing his pants. He's like, oh my god, the MK11 reveal. Thank the Lord I only jumped into MK11 after the game was released. I saw the game after release, and I was like, oh, that looks pretty fun. I want to do that. But I was totally not at all into the hype. Didn't know anything about trailers. I think something popped up on my YouTube and I heard Scarlet and I was like, yes, ma'am. Scarlet is sexy. Not with that like hijab situation. Burqa. No thanks. But like Cold War Scarlet and the way she talks. Yeah, they had a really good voice actress for Scarlet. That made me get the game, but anyways.
To experience that energy from a crowd of just MK fans. It was a giant building, all decked out in MK stuff, packed crowd of just die-hard Mortal Kombat fans, and you just feel the excitement, the roar of the crowd, of everything they revealed on the big screen, you know, on the giant monitor. It was just a moment that I wish I could experience again. Something that came close to that was the Combat Pack reveal for MK1 at Comic-Con. That was kind of exciting as well. But just to be in a room with all the MK fans.
So, okay, so he's hashtag travel and access provided. He's showing his receipts of Shillery. So he is receiving some sort of positive relationship with WB NRS. To hear him talk about this, it's just an interesting topic. I don't necessarily agree with his reasons, but I want him. Let's see, what does he say? What is his conclusion?
And the MK11 reveal event was just next level, and right. Not too long ago, they announced that the MK1 Pro Competition Tour Tournament will have a prizing of $250,000. Yeah, $250,000. Now you might be thinking,
I think it was 200. 200,000 is not $250,000.
H, well, I thought you said it's not good for the MK Pro players. $250,000 is a lot of money. What are you talking about, you scrub? Listen, I'm not saying $250,000 is not.
$250,000 or 200,000 divided amongst people, good. Good. They don't care about their pro scene. People don't want to realize that. Well, I guess he's trying to draw attention to it. Interesting point that he, like, cares about the pro scene. He's not a pro player. But it is just, like, one big circle jerk, I feel, between YouTube content creator and pro scene. Because they're going to be at the pro scene free, or with travel access provided by, or making a stupid video or something, you know, like we saw with Uncaged at that event. So I can see why he would want to stick up for the pro players, but they kind of asked for it. What was wrong with MK11? I don't think there was anything wrong. Actually, there were things wrong, but, you know, compared to MK1, MK11 is a shining gem.
A lot of money, but I didn't say that $250,000 is going to the first place winner. No. The $250,000 is split up between like 17 players. You know how much the first place Street Fighter, that's like chump change. Like that's nothing. So these players have to travel sometimes to different states, different countries to compete, to earn points, to possibly make it to the grand finals, right? But if they spend money, I know traveling ain't cheap, spending hundreds and thousands traveling to these events to compete, and then hoping they can top to make it to the finals. If they don't top, they're out of money. Like even if you top and you make the prize cutting, like you might break even from all the traveling that you've done.
Even if you top, he's a top. He's a top. Okay, I don't think I need to hear more. He's going into the glory hole category. It's interesting that he makes this video where he's calling out the state of the game. However, I'm not really getting a sense that he disagrees with anything, because he's still saying that MK1 is one of the funnest games. I'm just trying to wrap my head around it. Like, I think Tekken 8 is fun. I don't think it's one of the greatest games. He thinks it's one of the greatest games. Funnest games? Am I putting words in his mouth? Let's get okay. Cappy. It's so big. That's what she said, but it's so big. Okay, let's make it smaller. Okay, there we go. All right, so we got our first contestant. I think it's accurate to say that a lot of people just jump on to the bandwagon, and I'm surprised he's jumping onto the bandwagon so late. It doesn't really sound like he's had a change of heart. It sounds like he still enjoys MK1, and it sounds like he's trying to defend these pro people. You know, if people need defense, call a lawyer. Don't be some bleeding heart trying to defend people or trying to include people. If people want inclusion, if I want inclusion, I will ask for it. I don't need people asking for me.
Oh, scene. They should do that for MK1, and I'm sure so many people would support that. They want to support the MK community. That's a great way to do it.
That's bullshit. Not that he wants people to pay a tax to support the pro scene. I would not purchase that skin. And I would make several videos saying, don't support the pro scene. Do they need support if it's only offline? Why is there no online tournament? There is nothing like ESL. Because they didn't want to make that investment with this game. Ultimately, WB just want to make a grift. So does NRS, because they're willing participants in it. They are part of WB. So they're just grifting as many people as they can, throwing crumbs at whoever's willing to accept it. But then to turn around and ask the players to fund it, well, why did I pay so much? $600 for the game? You're telling me that WB don't have the money? So, no, we have to defend the billion-dollar company and pay for this. Okay, no. He's in the glory hole category. You know, that's too much. That's a bridge too far.
Release a skin in the store. All the proceeds or the profit that skin makes goes to the pro tournament scene. Would be amazing.
No, that's communism. That's redistribution of wealth. That's taking money from the poor and giving it to Sonic Fox. If I want to pay some rich, trans, non-binary furry, I will do it for, like, kinky time or something. But I'm not going to put it in a skin in a game. That just ends up in Sonic Fox's, like, dry cleaning bill for his fursuit. I refuse. I refuse. No, I wouldn't pay for a prostitute in a fursuit. I don't think that would ever happen either. What have I ever paid for? Definitely not that. Okay, so wow, so crazy. So let's see what you guys are saying. You guys can tell me who we take a look at next. T800, if the name Mortal Kombat wasn't the game's title, I don't think anyone would have bothered playing it at all. Right. He looks more like a bottom. Oh no. Hi, Bunny fam. Currently playing MK11 if I have to grind to make the rewards good. That's so sweet. Most definitely Glory Hole. He is Glory Hole. How are things happening and not happening? That's gaslighting. Oh no. I am okay. Well, lovely to hear that you're a lesbian. Nice. Love you all, my friends. Thank you for joining along. Please, yeah, let me know if you want me to take a look at someone. I will look at them. F me hard. I'm just gonna call you Sorcerer. Your name's too much, Sorcerer. Okay, Sorcerer. Look at Super. So we're gonna take a look at Super. I think just before we even look at anything, I'm going to say that this is probably going to be a glory hole experience. Or maybe gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss. It's gonna be one of those two. I'm leaning more to, because he is a super shill, but he's a super shill for MK. So he's not necessarily at the glory hole. That's the thing. Wolverine makes everyone rage quit, so he's playing on PC using mods. My PC can't handle MK1. I can't. I tried it out. It wasn't good. So I'm looking through like the last couple of videos. So many videos. I think like for me, when I make my YouTube videos, they're just like, I'm just having fun. And these are like my few moments that I would normally spend playing a video game. But unfortunately, I much prefer talking about Mortal Kombat 1 versus playing any video game right now. Yeah, got the turbo controller working in Street Fighter 6. So, yeah, can't even play. But this is interesting to see that, wow, it's a lot. It's more than me. It's definitely more than me. Okay, my opponent hates my Peacemaker. I'm reading the titles, and it's just a lot of how to play, showing off mod, MK1, not really showing variety in games. So this is very niched down into one game. I kind of refuse to just play one game. That's why my videos are not just about one game. They've never been. Oh yeah, let's see. 40 of you here. Can we get 40 likes? Or 40 dislikes? Like, what are you doing here? If you're not liking it, do something better with your time. So yes, leave a like or get out. Interesting. He is showing off the UMK3 Sub-Zero skin. Does he talk about the price? Does he talk about the very small penis on...
All right, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's Super here, and welcome back.
Look, there it is. It's so small, but it's noticeable. There's a little baby carrot in there.
To another Mortal Kombat 1 video. Today we're playing with the classic UMK3 Kuai Liang Sub-Zero. Got the scar, got the shirtless onesie, whatever the hell this thing is called.
What's the point of putting the scar on Bihan? Looks like Bihan from MK1. Didn't he put the scar on Scorpion? On Kuai Liang? The lore, none of it makes sense. If they want to have, you know, MK3 Sub-Zero, why don't they change the face? Why don't they make him a white guy? Not that hard. You could even keep the same skin tone. Just change around some things on the face. Well, why not make it more realistic to what it was originally in MK3? Curious.
But I think it looks really good. I always liked...
Whoa, he thinks it looks really good? Oh, he is definitely gaslighting.
the MK3 design for Kuai Liang, changing it up from the ninja style. Obviously, the ninja style is my favorite UMK3.
Changing it up from the ninja stuff.
I don't think they're going to give him that because there was a UMK3 ninja Sub-Zero, but you had to unlock him. But this skin looks really cool. I have it at randomized. I literally have it at randomized, but because I already played the matches. I have it at randomized, but for some reason...
God, it just looks so barfy. Looks like... He looks top heavy, like he put all of the muscles in the top, and there's no muscles down here. I feel like he would be very prone to, like, some sort of osteoporosis, some sort of arthritic attack with these very small joints. I don't think that they would be able to support the mass on top. It's just unrealistic. Very unrealistic. This is so sad that he's defending it. It's quite interesting to hear.
It was giving me just one skin, which kind of sucks because I want to play with different skins. But I'm going to take these away, and then I'm going to have just these two randomized because I want to play with different skins. All right, there you go. Randomized favorites. The leave a like.
He's teaching you how to use randomized favorite. I can't. I can't. Why is he teaching me about something so basic? That's why I don't make videos about anything much anymore. I'm like, this game is so basic. How don't people understand? I thought it was clear. I beat the game in less than a week, so I thought it was clear. Interesting. So he doesn't really call out the game at all. He is really slobbering on that NRSD. And I think he's gonna go in the glory hole category. How is it that he's like, he hasn't called out anything? Maybe it's buried in there, but why isn't it in the title? Uncaged had the cojones to at least put it in the title, State of MK1, blah, blah, blah. Right? And then he's asking for everyone to be communists and support Sonic Fox. Give him your money. Why? I don't want to do that. Okay, let's see what he says. What is this intro? Why is everyone anime? Is everyone Japanese? Is everyone into anime? I mean, I can appreciate an anime. And I guess when I was younger, I used to like anime. I think, like, you know, Gundam Wing? There were, like, the different boys. We used to, like, what the nowadays children call that. Ship. We used to put them in relationships. Yeah. Oh, my word. It's interesting to see that young and old relying on yaoi.
Super here, and welcome to another Mortal Kombat 1 reaction video. Man, I feel rusty on this, by the way. It is way too early for this right now. It's 6 a.m. for me. Yeah, I like put my alarm. I'm like half asleep. I feel like a zombie, but here we are. Peacemaker is out at 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. This brings me back to the times of Mortal Kombat 11's trailers, where every single one of them, they were up at 6 a.m. Pacific time.
So, okay, so I remember from Super's previous video where he said that for Mortal Kombat DLC characters, there would be early access for content creators, and that he used to go to that, and that he's not crying that there's nothing like that for MK1, but he sort of was. So I bet he's sad that he didn't get to go and play Peacemaker in Chicago. You know, purses are tightening up. Inflation is high. If you gotta spend your money on anything, join the bunny fam.
I don't know what it is, but he's here, and we're gonna react to him. So leave a like, leave a thumbs up on the video, leave a comment. Are you excited to play Peacemaker? I am. We'll see how he actually plays, because I don't know anything about him. I don't know. I didn't never watch the show. I watched the Suicide Squad movie, but that's about it. And I just know he's John Cena. So here we go. Oh god, that was too loud. What are you doing to me? 6 a.m. right now. Whoa. Wow, she has like a stance where she stays. Dude, there's so much happening right now. I did not expect to see.
Do you think that was really so much happening? Did that trailer really be like, oh wow, look how broken Peacemaker is? Did it look like that? Because I've seen more crazy stuff than the trailer.
Uncaged. You're the first bang of the monster chick I've met.
You think me a monster?
That's what she got offended by, huh? Well, I guess she's a Daniel, so she doesn't really know the slang, right? Wow, there's a lot going on.
I will so enjoy it.
Interesting. So he did use the excuse that it was early in the morning, he's not energetic, yeah, I don't know.
On the way down. So that was going to be part of his game plan. His helmet is actually going to change some of his moves. He gets the force field that reflects. Yeah, you guys kind of see like the animation style is similar to Terminator from MK11.
Okay, he's calling it similar to MK11. That's pretty interesting, because I think you can for sure see that some moves are copy-pasted.
His movement reminds me of Terminator from Mortal Kombat 11. I don't know much about him, so I can't really, look at his references. But gameplay-wise, he definitely has a lot of interesting things, especially some of the different power-ups.
I wish there was more opinion, more opinion on this stuff. If it's all copy-pasted, I think the next point to go from there is to say, what did NRS really do? What did NRS really create that was new for Peacemaker? So they just took the old stuff and repackaged it and we're supposed to get excited, I think it's appropriate to ask questions. These guys don't ask questions. They're really just taking anything. So I'm trying to find if there has been any negative against the game in a title, and I'm not seeing it. I think the last time he might have said something negative about the game might have been... Oh, here we go. Oh, this. I was thinking even further back. I don't think I've seen this. Damn the anime. It's freaking out my computer. It can't handle it.
But the release of Tekken 8 is literally the worst thing that could happen in Mortal Kombat 1 at this particular time, because Tekken 8 is such an amazing package when it comes to not only a fighting game, but a video game in general. It's such a complete package. It's so good.
Right.
It looks beautiful.
I think
it has a complete story mode.
I think I've heard enough. The introduction of crossplay, the release of Peacemaker, and his update that can potentially bring characters changes. Yeah, this is Gaslight Gatekeep Girl Boss for sure. I think I'm going to put him here. I was going to put him in the glory hole category, but I think with Super, he's really more so talking about MK11. I'm not getting a lot of he's shilling for anyone. But maybe I've misjudged. I'm not sure. Where would you put him on the list? But I'm going to put him here. There's something a little bit more consumeristic. I don't know. Maybe I should put him here. I think I'm going to put him here. Can't leave Uncaged alone. So we're going to put Super here. I do think he's shilling pretty hard. He's got all of the elements of Gaslight, Gatekeep, Girl Boss, but I think with the added motivation of he's crying about views, he's crying about not getting to go to things anymore, the general trajectory affecting his YouTube. I think that they are more in the category of wanting to keep this MK game alive. I think MK1, dead. MK, still alive. It's still $1 billion franchise. That is dollars to WB. WB's gaming is made up of 4 pillars, one of which is Mortal Kombat. The others being Harry Potter, Game of Thrones, and DC. So, MK, DC, Harry Potter, Game of Thrones. LOL, what Game of Thrones game is there? I've never played any. But apparently that's an important piece of the puzzle, because they're more concerned about mobile games. And there's like that Game of Thrones mobile game something. Whatever. Anyways, do you disagree with Super in the Glory Hole? Let me know. Who do you think we should look at next, my friends? Please let me know. Look at True Underdog Gaming. Okay, I think we will. Thanks, Drew, but I still buy everything in it. Okay, T. I don't have the money for that. I got the money for, like, chicken nuggets or something, but I don't got the money for that. Excellent. Don't be me. Well, thank you for being a cautionary tale. Did you say cojones? Yes. Okay. He is excited for a character. He doesn't even know who he is. Glory hole, please. There was one guy, Shujikadik? Excuse me? I ain't Shujikin Dickens anywhere. No, thank you. Seems Canadian, but I'm not sure. Cool guy, good talk, and no anime. Not the anime. Okay, so we had True Underdog. We'll do that. So True Underdog. Where do you fall on this list? Very bad tournament news. Terrible secret. Oh, God. It hurts my head to look at this. They all look the same. Oh, God. I didn't mean to click. Oh, no. The algorithms. They all look the same. I really kind of like it how I make well, I don't make thumbnails immediately, as you might have noticed. No thumbnail. But when I make my thumbnails, I like them to look different from all of the other ones that I've made. I like trying to make them look different. Not that he's a gaslighter. Okay, MK1, the Impossible Challenge, ugliest costumes, Eagly gameplay. I'm trying to see if he's saying anything bad. I think this was the last time I saw something from him. The biggest lie ever told, which was about player base numbers, and he revealed how stupid he is. Oh, yes, ma'am. I remember that. I don't like it when people who do climb to these positions on YouTube and they're like trying to be an expert, but they're really like faking it. They don't even play the game. They're giving advice to people and they don't even know what they're talking about. I don't like that. Don't lie to people. Don't misinform people. I realized that when he was also giving people information on button mashing for fatal blow boost, I was dying because he doesn't know how to mash buttons. So that's scary. So terrible secret revealed. Why are they so clickbaity? Are mine that clickbaity? I don't think there's anything clickbaity about my vids. Tell me, where have I clickbaited? Where is the clickbait? I show you how to turbo boost. I don't tell you talisman build, but that wasn't in the title. Nor was it in the thumbnail, right? Like, I don't clickbait. But people love to tell me, oh, clickbait. Because what? They want me to do something for them? I'm so confused. Or another term that I've heard is rage bait. No, babes. No one's rage baiting you here. But this is very clickbaity. Terrible secret revealed. Very bad tournament news. Why was there like an image of what's his? Oh my god. Oh my god. What the fuck?
Oh, hey, Mortal Kombat, you're up early. Who's your friend? Oh no. No.
You know, for a guy who looks like he's wearing a shower robe, he looks like he could use a shower and a groom. Grooming and showering. That's what he needs. So let's put on show transcript.
No, Mortal Kombat, we don't talk to them, Mortal Kombat. They destroyed Rocksteady, they ruined Spider-Man 2, they killed Batman. No, you gotta get away from them before it's too late.
Oh my fucking word. He's talking about Sweet Baby Inc. Okay, well, let's just see what he says.
Did you make this? The two of you? Oh my god.
So this is jumping bandwagon, right? Because, like, I've been talking about Sweet Baby Inc. I've been talking about Suicide Squad for a while. I love that these people love to jump onto trends. I am not a trend jumper. I am not trender. No. A lot of people want to be trenders. But that's not a thing. But yeah, I've talked about Suicide Squad. Yeah, here we go. MK1 more dead than Suicide Squad. We've been talking about Suicide Squad, Sweet Baby all the time. I don't put them in the title, Sweet Baby, because ew. What kind of name is that? Sweet Baby? Sounds kind of CP related. Ew. So, yeah, it's interesting to see that these people love to chase trends. These are the trenders. True Underdog.
This video is definitely going to be interesting because today we're talking about Sweet Baby Inc. Many of you watching have likely already heard about them, and I'm guessing what you heard was not very nice. But in case you haven't heard of this company, to keep things simple, Sweet Baby Inc. is a consultation studio. Well, at least that's according to their website, but in reality, this company does pretty much whatever the game developers allow them to get away with. Essentially, Sweet Baby Inc. is hired by game
Okay. They allow they do whatever the game this sounds even more wild than the people saying that they're government funded. I've heard of tax exemptions, but that don't mean they're government funded.
Needs to improve the narrative, and I'm using finger quotes for a very good reason. They work on the narrative, the characters, and so on. And if you look at their website, what they do sounds fine at first, but the issue is none of these changes are what the gamers want or what the consumers want. The existing fan base typically
Stop talking about what these people want. What do you want? A lot of these people make generalizations. They're trying to be objective. You're not some, like, ethics consultant. You're not, like, some ethics pro. You're just you. You should be you. I think you should be you. Be you. So what do you really think about the Sweet Baby?
Is not on board with most of these changes, and in fact, sometimes they downright hate these changes.
Hating on her old costume for no reason, likely because SBI considers it too sexy.
Yeah, right.
So with that in mind, you might be wondering, why would companies work with Sweet Baby Inc. in the first place? Well, the reason why is because they raise the game's ESG score. And if you want to learn more about what that is, I recommend you Google it, but once again, to keep
Holy shit, he's talking about ESG.
things simple, it's kind of like a social credit score for video games. And if your video game is able to get a really high
I'm glad he put this in here, because that made no sense what he just said. He's still stupid. Reading the thing doesn't make it right. Oh, fuck. I didn't know he was. He is certainly dumb, ma'am. He is dumb, ma'am. Very dumb. It hurts my head. I just don't even know where to start. He's saying, first he said that ESG is used for video games. And then he just said, in the little written text here, ESG is not just for video games, but it's for movies and other forms of media. Babes, it's for all businesses. Where do people think it's only for movies or for other media? He really doesn't know what he's talking about.
loan from BlackRock, which is a stupidly rich company. And boy, oh boy, do they love sending money to game companies that do exactly what they want. I know a lot of this might sound like a conspiracy theory, and I understand that, which
Because, bitch, you're not explaining it right.
is why I encourage all of you watching who are skeptical to do your own research online. But as you go deeper down
Yeah, you're going to have to do your own research online. Because what he's saying doesn't make sense. He's terrible.
on this rabbit hole, you're going to discover that it's all true. And believe it or not, lots of big games that you love have worked with Sweet Baby Inc. Like the new God of War Ragnarok game, Spider
Say what you feel.
Man 2,
I don't
and
know.
even
I don't
Suicide
like
Squad.
this, like, explanation. Let's fast forward. Fuck, it's 2 times
worked
fast
with
and
Sweet
it's
Baby
still
Inc. and they
too
cite their
long.
sources proving it, which is not harassment in any way, shape, or form. But at this point, many of you watching may be asking why any of this matters. Well, there's a couple of really big reasons why it does matter. For one thing, several employees at Sweet Baby Inc. are openly toxic on Twitter. In fact, they're so toxic
Well, interesting position that he's taking. He's like, Sweet Baby Inc. is bad because of the employees. How about their... I know that they're bad for their employees. But how about that they're bad because it's a bigger issue? It's not just about Sweet Baby Inc. It's about what's going on in general. Forced inclusion, more pandering to marginalized groups. Guess what? If you're going after marginalized groups and they are the minority, and you're trying to go for that intersectionality with a trans black woman in the form of Manya, well, you're appealing to a very, very, very small demographic. That's the problem. They're not making the games for people. They're making the games for, like, 2 people. They're not making it for everyone. They're making it for just a very select few. They don't see the problem with that.
in ways that nobody asked for. And anybody who's followed my channel for a while now knows that I hate that. Whether it's censorship, changing the characters for no reason, changing the plot for a dumb reason, I hate all of that. If there's one thing I really can't stand, it's when game companies actively work against the interests of their fan base. And a lot of the time, Sweet Baby Inc. does exactly that. And until recently, very few people even knew who Sweet Baby Inc. was. Despite them having an official website and all that stuff, a lot of what they did was kind of in the background, and not many people knew about it. But finally, that's starting to change, and that's a good thing. Because for a long time now, many gamers have been wondering why all these companies are making big
I mean, like, he could stand to get more educated. I would appreciate that. And I feel it's kind of, like, dangerous when you go onto the internet and you have, like, so many people listening to your misinformations, maybe. It feels a little dangerous.
big
Yeah.
changes to their games that nobody asked for. And these same players were being gaslit and told, oh, that's just what society wants, or that's what most people prefer nowadays. You're just a weirdo. You're the outlier. Change is coming, and you just have to accept that. But no, it turns out there's this small but very powerful group of companies that are making these changes collectively. But next up, I wanted to cover something interesting. Earlier on in this video, I mentioned the Steam group Sweet Baby Inc. Detected. And
But I'm not really detecting where he feels about, like, you know, the issues of, like, forced inclusion, making everything diverse and equitable. I'm not hearing him talk about diversity. I'm not hearing him talk about trans, gay. Well, what is he talking about? He's just talking about the company. I feel like this was such a surface level video. How do people even like it? 1.5 thousand people liked it. Okay, I'm gonna put him in the gaslight gatekeep girl boss. Like, I think Super and Uncaged have a level of intelligence that Turd just doesn't have. I'm so sorry, true Underdog. But I don't know how people listen to you. So we're gonna... What is this picture? Do you see this? Look at this. Anti-SJW. Oh, you know, at some point, maybe Tud used to be anti-SJW, but I don't really hear him talking about it. Interesting that he brought up issues of censorship in that video, but he's never really made a video about censorship. Instead, he leaves it for his, like, minion, Fourth Snake, to do. Which is the impression I get. Because he'll run his mouth in the Combat Kings podcast, but no one watches that compared to his main channel. So strange. Okay, so, tell me, who do you want to see next? It's a YouTuber, but not a shill. Oh yeah, we got that. His titles never match with the content. Yours are always awesome. Thanks. Chill Nation, would you say you can click my baity? Oh my god, I love it. Is there trend chasers up in here? LOL. Maybe. LOL. Not the trans trenders. Okay, so let's take a look at LostyGirl. I'm actually really interested to see what she's saying. I think that she is, probably going to fall into the gaslight category. She has told people prior that if you want the retro outfits, that you just want bikinis, you're horny for these girls, and to get good, right? That is the definition of gatekeep, girl boss, gaslight. Like, that's totally her. I would love to see if she has anything sort of negative to say. But I guess I should pull up that tweet from LostyGirl. And what was it that she said? Bikini get good. And it was in response to the... Oops. Twitter. I can't find it. Oh, but what is this? I'm not sure what this is in context of. This is interesting. This is why I don't use Twitter. I don't like this. Twitter's so stupid. Why use Twitter? So I'm going to type in bikini from at LostyGirl. Okay, here we go. Oh, I found it. Look, I know how to do a Boolean search. I'm old school. Okay, maybe spend your time getting good at the game instead of whining and crying because you're seeing no bikinis anymore. This was in response to Varadark saying that people don't want these modernized costumes. So I really wish in True Underdog's video he maybe made more of a reference to Ghosty. Because I would say, like, she's a huge proponent of this sort of wokey design that is existing within MK1. Looking at her videos, I just hate this, like, why do they all have to be the same? Why do they all have to have, like, a little picture of her in the corner, like, doing the glory hole phase? Like, what is that? Melina and Scorpion carried me to Elder God, so she's doing, like, lots of, like, combat stuff. What are these ugly Melina season KL rewards? I would think that this is another instance of most people jumping.
Hey guys, what's up? It's Losty, and today
Like, there's a general consensus and that people are jumping onto the bandwagon.
I'm going to play Combat League because the new season is live of Melina, and then you
She's so dumb. She's so dumb already. Why play it? Just use the turbo controller.
see this, and then I'm like, what the flip is this? Because it's super ugly. Yeah, I'm shocked, guys.
So it's one thing to call the outfits ugly, but it's, I think, more so relevant to call out the people responsible for these ugly outfits, aka NRS.
I still have to play Evasions. I didn't play last season because it's Sub-Zero, I don't care. But if it was like a fun mode...
So here's the thing. These people talk bad about the mode, but I think if you ignore something, you're not properly seeing or experiencing it. Because bet your bottom dollar she's never seen my videos about talismans or glitches or things breaking the game. Because you can do a lot of crazy stuff in Invasions. Not intentionally. Very much unintentionally. But yeah, I just don't value their opinions so much when they say that they're being so ignorant. Like, we see ignorance in practice with True Underdog. Like, he's really dumb. I'm so sorry. I don't mean to. But he should have done a little research on what ESG means. Actually, on all of the topics that I've heard him speak about, he should have done a little bit more research.
Then I would play, but I'm really not enjoying Invasions, but this time I will play. I think it's very boring. Yeah, just fight next. Without like a story, you only get like a few arts, what's like a story, and then you just fight random people in different mesas or whatever.
So it's like a tower. So it's like a tower. So you don't like towers either. So I don't know, like, why she calls it boring. She's not really explaining. Going from node to node, yeah. Well, what do you expect?
Let's wait, because the design of the maps are like amazing, but then, yeah. Okay, now Combat League.
See, like, I think a better response would be, it's boring because the gameplay is repetitive. There is no difference in matches. There is no difficulty. There is no reward. See? Million times better. Ghosty, think about it.
So I was really curious, okay, Combat League is coming, a new season. I can't wait for the Melina skins because it's Melina season, because Evasions. And then they come up with these stupid dumb costumes. They're flipping ugly. Guys, look. What has the color has to do with Melina? Like, I don't get it. Where is it from? It's such a waste because I really like it.
Did you not watch the combat cast? They said it was punk rock flesh pit. Granted, flesh pits are actually that color in the game, so mission accomplished.
Costume of Melina in like the story mode, and now she has flipping scars in her because of what? Season of the Huntress? Like, what has? I don't see like the connection there. Am I missing something? People have been saying it's Havoc season, so they got confused with Havoc. So.
Oh my god, so yeah, now she's perpetuating this misinformation about Season of Chaos. That still gets me. Because she didn't bother to do the backdating time console glitch to experience Season of Chaos. Isn't it more likely that when they dropped the season, they didn't properly update everything to remove Season of Chaos to replace it with Season of Huntress? Season of Chaos is just a placeholder season. There are Season of Chaos skins which are not these skins. I'm just so confused. So the conspiracy theories, the lack of information, I think we are in the gaslight gatekeep girl boss territory.
So they merged him into the Melina season. But why has Melina suffer because of Havoc? Like, no, give us pink, cool skins and stuff. Yeah, you can tell I'm really disappointed. I'm really, really disappointed. Like, you get the pink costume of her in the story mode in Invasions, I think. But then here, I don't know who told them you have to go this palette because it fits Melina. Where is it coming from? Where is that? Who came up with that idea? Melina is flipping pink-ish, purple-ish, magenta-ish.
Who cares? Blame NRS.
And then they come up
Does
with
she
this stupid
blame
palette.
NRS at all? Let me see. Gross and so disappointed. Blame your stupid Derek Hertzik, Stephanie Brownback. Blame the devs. Blame the art designers. Blame Thiago Gomez, lead art director. Like, blame these people. Why don't you blame them? They're the ones responsible for this. So we can't do King of the Hill because it's not crossplay. This is really so disappointing. Invasions I have to go through all sleeping. What? Girl.
I'm tired of this. I really have, yeah, I really had like high hopes for this game to come back and to give us what we deserve, you know, missing stuff from day one. I think this game should have been out in April or something. At least, minimum. But then, yeah, but that's a different story because with the crossplay is now live. I still have to test it. That's at least an improvement. But then I see this and I'm like, yeah, guys, I'm really sorry that I really intended to make like a lot of content on MK1, but these kind of stuff really put me kind of down. But then, yeah, Peacemaker I'm gonna play. Crossplay I'm gonna check. Playing with you guys, people on the Xbox, people on the PC. We can't do King of the Hill because it's not crossplay in King of the Hill, but it's coming in the future.
Okay, well, I like that she's like showing discontent with the game. I think that there is a lot of misinformation coming from her regarding Season of Havoc and Season of Chaos. I wish these people did more research before spouting conspiracy theory. Yeah. A lot of people love to rely on data mines. Stop. Just stop. Stop. Really, please. Please stop. They're useful, but they're not like I think that also goes in the same vein as leaks. Stop using leaks. Stop using data mines. Think of them as in progress. They are not released. But yeah, I think she's going down the right track. Is she as worse as bad as Tud? I don't think so. But the general consensus I see here is that there's a lot of videos where it's like playing with new Melina's skin. Let's see. Does she like it?
Hey guys, what's up? It's Losty, and today I'm gonna play with Melina and this skin that I unlocked in Invasions. Still playing.
Oh no, what the hell happened? Play. Computer can't handle it. Looking at all the shills, it hurts my computer.
It's pretty cool. As long as it's not like really her season-ish, I think. But it is, so... But yeah, I think it's going on me or something somehow.
Except the skins are named like Of the Hunt or Huntress, like when you look at the names of the skins. When you play Invasions, see, this is another thing. They don't play Invasions. When you play Invasions, you see all the talismans are dark. You see that there's a whole bunch of Melina mini-bosses. How the hell is it Season of Havoc? It just... Ask questions. These people don't ask questions.
What? Whoa. She wasn't in the mood to dye her hair like a bit... Or did they just stop coloring the hair? Huh? The colors are like all the... Yeah. Not really the Melina team in my opinion. But okay, I'm gonna play this skin today. Yeah, Sarah.
Cool. Intriguing. This is very intriguing. Natara online fun matches, Kano teabags. I really do like seeing the frustration from her in this video. And I kind of wish she would do more of it, because it looks like this video got more views than, oops, her other kind of flazeda, Combat League stuff. Intriguing. I'm still gonna keep her in the Gaslight Girl Boss category, because I still know what she thinks about this. This is still problematic. Telling people get good, that right there is gatekeep. And definitely because you're seeing no bikinis anymore, whining and crying. Like, that's That's gaslighting. This is definitely gaslight gatekeep girl boss. I wish she presented her true face on YouTube, because I do feel like I get two faces from her, one on Twitter and one on YouTube. Yeah, wish it was more consistent. So I'm gonna put her here. Ghosty. You know, I keep on calling her Ghosty. Some people get upset by that, but I've been calling her that for a very long time. Okay. I mean, like, even when I think of her and try to type it in, I'm like typing in Ghosty Girl. What is this? Not Lost Girl. I need Losty Girl. Okay, here we go. Got her picture. Wee. Oh, that's not right. It's supposed to be here. But somehow it's here. Oh, okay. Weird formatting. Yay! All right. So who do you think we should look at next? Let me know. Let's also see what you guys are saying. Please do leave a like. 46 of you here. Can we get 46 likes? Or 46 dislikes? Or get out. Go. Why are you here? If you don't like this, then go do something better. Honestly. Not Freud. She answered to another woman, stop crying. Yeah, that tweet. Yeah, I got the tweet here. The tweet here is sad. Oh, where did it go? I think I replaced it with her picture. Yeah, this tweet. And then common Losty W. Oh, this kills me. I just don't understand how so many people are on the bandwagon of this, like, wokeness. Of this, like, if we want things to look the way they used to look in the game that they're trying to copy, there's a problem. There's a problem with forced inclusion, with forced diversity, with making the women ugly so that we're more accepting of trans. That's why we have gotten rid of the definition, what is woman? What's a woman? You tell me. We don't know. No one knows. Victor, are you listening to Expose later? I listen to Expose all the time, babes. I love them. They're so good. Why are you seeing them pop up? They might, yeah. See, you don't have to scroll far and you'll find an expose vid. She plays more KL and she plays very well, let's be honest, but single mode she didn't play. I don't think it's a problem personally. If she played more single player mode, then I could comment. Okay. I like LostyGirl's video, but in a comment she said she wasn't a shill, and that raised questions to me. So I think, like, by basic definition of shill, and if anyone is unclear, I probably should have pulled this up at the beginning. Okay, so this is evidence of shillery. It's playing in the background, freaking out my computer. But I would like to show you the definition of a shill. Probably should have showed this at the beginning. But it is an accomplice, a hawker, a gambler, a swindler who acts as an enthusiastic customer to entice or encourage others. By basic definition of this, we can see that anytime there is evidences of people having relationships with WB, with NRS, that this isn't, that they are not genuine customers because they are bought and paid for with free travel, free access, free early access, free codes. There's all sorts of ways that this happens. And you know what? We should think about this from an ethical point of view. I'm not like an expert pro, but I did have to consult with like ethics companies for when we had to do clinical research, because that was always a part of an application for doing drug research. You would need to get ethics review board approval. And ethics was always a huge part of advertising as well. And when people are prescribing drugs like Ozempic, I'm not saying video games are Ozempic, but Ozempic is one of the most prescribed drugs. It's also one of the most paid for drugs, like meaning that they pay for these doctors to go to retreats, to conferences where they get lots of meals, free gifts. All sorts of doctors are getting money from the makers of this drug so that they will prescribe it. That is shillery. That is what you can see as shillery in the American business. But there must also be a question of ethics. I don't think in America people care about ethics, but that would never happen here in Canada. But unfortunately, a lot of things now are changing in both countries. Like, no more bikinis. Because if you want a bikini, it means that you should get good at the game. Some bullshit. That is such bullshit. So here you can see MK11 launch event vlog in Rotterdam. So this is where people got to experience MK11 at launch in Europe. And she got the collector's edition. I want Gold Demon Scorpion. She dumb. She don't need it. Give it to me. I need Gold Demon. But yeah, so she got to go to this fancy event. Obviously she has a relationship with them, and obviously she wants to talk well about them in hopes that in the future they would be invited to these things. But is she as big as a shill as, let's say, Uncaged or Super? I don't think so. So that's why she's here. So I think we're going to take a look at, let's see, who do you want? Let me know. Maximilian dude, next please. Okay, Sorcerer, you've been giving me all of them. I will do what you ask. Quote Ghosty Girl, Max dude. At first I thought she was a fan of the franchise's Fate, but then I realized she was indeed a shill. Okay. Total. Jesus. Hopefully you guys don't find me annoying. I don't. I'll be honest. I don't watch other people's YouTubes. Don't got the time, babes. And if I did, I would want to watch my brothers and sisters first. My algorithm is going to look so screwy because I've been watching all these shills. So let's do Max. He doesn't even pop up for me because I don't watch him. This one's a little bit more tricky for me.
Wait,
because
I can survive this. It's not a problem.
I don't think he's in the same category as the other people. I'm going to say, before we get into this, I think he's more in the Flazé Da category. Wish I could have put some people in the good God get a grip girl, but I think we're going to have to come back to this. If you like this, leave a like, and we'll do like part 2. Because I don't think we're covering everyone. It's taking too long. Okay, Maximilian, dude. So here we've got, I mean, he doesn't really talk about Mortal Kombat. He talks about whatever he likes. I get a sense of he's genuine when I look at his videos, because it's just all sorts of random. Right? I hope you feel that way with me, too. Because my videos are all sorts of random. Like, look, Tekken 8, Gamergate, Street Fighter 6. You know, I do play Mortal Kombat, so a lot of it is about Mortal Kombat when something's happening. But I do love to play other games. Where's Silent Hill? Where's Mania? Where is Silent Hill and Mania? Oh, here we go. MK1 boring new scary demo. Go check it out if you want to hear me scream bloody murder. Scarier matches in Mania. Oh my god, Silent Hill needs to stop because it was scary with the monster and it was scary with the ugly woke design. I could see woke designs being a thing in horror games because when the women are that ugly and they're chasing you with a knife, oh god, you're gonna be screaming. Oh god. Oh my Mania. Doesn't he really do look like Mania? I do love it. Okay, anyways, so I'm having fun and I'm getting a sense of fun from Max. This is actually like, I think he's like, I'm getting like good feelings just based on titles and vids, thumbnails. But we need to find the first one about MK. Oh god, not that Peacemaker is wild. Does he like John Cena?
Can you do anti-gravity a second time?
So you waste 2 meters to flop around in the air. Who the hell cares?
Oh, this character crazy, bro. There ain't no like this, and this character crazy, dude.
That's bionic bounce backwards with a different blue particle effect and a greater meter requirement. I'm confused. What's so awesome? God, why are they all the same? Why was Supers the same as this one? And then True Underdog, he also has that other intro that's like anime. They're really into the anime. Yet they're playing not an anime game. Because Mortal Kombat's not anime.
Maker earlier at a preview event, and he is the most fun I've had with any character.
Wait, he had an early preview of Peacemaker?
I played a little bit of Peacemaker earlier at a preview event, and he is the most fun I've had with any character in the first hour. Is that going to last? I don't know. But I really enjoyed Omni-Man first hour. It was really fun. Havoc, I eventually learned to like. But any other character I played, I felt like, yeah, there's something about this. And yeah, I like him, but yeah, Peacemaker. Emphatically, it was just like, whoa, you can do that. Whoa, you can do that. Whoa, you can do this. You can do that. Excuse me? It was just nothing but that for like over an hour. And I was like, wow. And then we got to stop. And I was like, dude, I want to keep going. This move's amazing. This move's amazing. This move is safe, by the way. Actually safe. So, he has this move.
Okay, I mean, like, I think he's having fun. I do think he's just having fun. I get a more genuine feeling from him than I got from True Underdog or Super. Uncaged felt a little bit like strange what he was asking for. Like he was asking for communism, which I don't think is the answer for anything. Yeah. I'm trying to find a video where I think he did make a video about Mortal Kombat, but I can't find it. Okay, we're going to do a search. Okay, yeah, it's this one.
Let's go! I was enticed from a video that Super put up. Super big, dedicated NRS YouTube content creator, right? That has a pretty decent following. And he noticed something that I noticed pretty fast as well. And I also noticed this back in MK11, much less also in Justice 2. Obviously, NRS games have a huge casual audience. The shelf life of like what's enjoyable to watch in the game will last like a little while. Super made the same observation I did, and he really likes the game like I do.
Okay, I wish people would talk more about what is enjoyable to watch in the game. Like when you watch gameplay of Mortal Kombat 11, there's fatal blows, there's crushing blows, there's combos, there's stage interactables. There are even get-ups, even the hop attacks, because they look different. But when you come to MK1, what do you really got? You don't even got get-ups or hop attacks for you to like look at. Your wake-ups are your specials, so lazy animation, that's what you're seeing, repeated animations. And then you don't got crushing blows. You got fatal blows, which are just rarely ever used. Even in MK11, it was not as used as much other options for varying the gameplay in terms of entertainment and watching. But when you have it in MK1, you don't even see it because everything is so easy to block with a fatal blow. So you've basically just got combos and runaway. And that's all you're watching when you watch like the pro scene of MK1, which is no surprise why NRS isn't funding the pro scene, because they know the game's not fun to watch. no one's watching, so why would they pay people for it?
I really enjoyed this game. To solidify my stance, for anybody that's curious, my feelings of MK1, what's going on in the community right now with it, which is pretty wild. I enjoy the game. I actually really do. It's just that I'm still waiting on a character, and the characters that I have played and the ones I've eventually settled on is like Havoc.
Barf. What do you mean you enjoy the game? Clearly he's playing a lot of different games. So I could see how when you're playing a bunch of different games, you might not be keen or aware to all of the various issues wrong with the game. But you can look at Manu's face and can tell it's ugly. You can look at Lee Men's face and tell it's masculine. You can look in Janet Cage's small chest, Adam's apple, to tell that she's a trans trender. Yeah.
Even though Havoc is cool, and I'm enjoying my time with him, the only character of the entire roster that I want to go back and play, so I'm definitely in a character crisis. But anyway, long story short, new characters came out, and try them, and Quantity's really not for me, so I just don't come back because it's like, okay, I'm just gonna kind of wait on hope that Takeda or Ermac is fun. Because again, my stance is that I didn't like MK11 as a game, and it had crazy cool characters. Now, I think MK1 is a great game, but it just doesn't have characters I want to play yet. So anyway, Super made the observation that people just kind of dropped off, like really hard. The amount of people like watching MK1 just in general between tournaments or just overall viewership, everyone just sort of lost interest really fast. So there's a couple of things to boil that down to, and it's the fact that every previous NRS game is a pretty big casual draw at the start, and eventually it peters out. MK1 seemingly lost a huge amount of its casual audience, I'd say, in the first few weeks. How did that happen? MK1 just didn't have the features MK11 had. MK11 was a game that just had characters people like more, amount of content that was worth playing more.
I wish you would elaborate on those features, because like the features that are missing from MK1 are things like AI, programmable AI battle, rewards, augments, single player things, co-op towers, multiplayer things. Like, there's a lot of things missing that would appeal to a more casual audience who doesn't want to play online, because I guess casual also means single player. But I am not a casual. I am a hardcore single player.
And what happens in that situation? Well, you get folks that are, not super big on fighting games, but they kind of like this one because that's stuff that they like in it, and they're going to watch streams and they're going to check out the game and see how it's doing. For perspective, how much does this game sell? It sells more than Street Fighter 6. It's selling just fine. But will it overall go on to be a better...
I mean, like, I think it's harder now to tell the numbers with that free play weekend. Because the free play weekend, people were essentially granted licenses. So I don't think that the proper metric anymore is to evaluate things is by how many copies sold or by the player base total numbers. It would be more so by daily concurrent users. That will give you the lifeline of your player base.
Like a bigger game than MK11 or even MKX? I don't think so. I was saying this before. I think this is the first NRS game that's gonna like falter, that's gonna like stumble a bit. That's gonna happen, right? Where people just don't as much enjoy watching the game, and the overall interest in either new DLC characters or general gameplay of the game is sort of like gone down. And that's exactly what Super was saying. He has a big amount of audience that just love NRS games and they just watch his stuff. But the majority of perspective was like people just lost interest because there was no content. And people didn't like the microtransaction stuff, and people didn't like how buggy the game was, and people didn't like that the online takes forever to find matches, which is still easily one of the worst.
I like that they talk about it in a sort of removed sense. When I say I like it, I don't like it. True Underdog did this as well. Same with Max here. They're talking about these issues as people are having these issues with the game. Not them, but other people. Because for me, it's great. I get a sense of he's not being totally genuine there by being so impersonal. So I do recognize that he is getting some sort of compensation because he is totally #travel and access provided by WB Games. We saw him at NRS Studios with Molly B, Not Vera Good, Kenny someone. Kenny someone. But yeah, I'm going to put him in the Flase Da category because he is... there's a fine line. It could go between Flase Da or Glory Hole, which is either very extreme, too extreme on the different poles of shillery. Because Uncaged, they're shilling super hard for NRS. But Max, I'm getting the sense that he's willing to talk about it. I'm also getting the sense that he's kind of disconnected from it. Because he's playing a bunch of different games.
Worst parts of the game that I go online and it's hard to actually play this game. I'm seeing it all in my chat right now, and people have been saying overnight that the game's kind of boring to watch. And I was feeling that way with obviously MK11. MK11 is a really dry game to watch. This game gives you more stuff per character. If you consider this a team game, I think it just got figured out kind of fast. The stuff that's really good in the game kind of boils the game plan down to something relatively simplistic. The game sort of moves at a snail's pace. That never changed too much. As other fighting games have either been doing good or bad, or have not done well. And NRS has just been uncontested, this entire time. And now suddenly, like, Street Fighter's back and it's popping. I think just like the direct comparison of actually having a full feature-rich fighting game is finally there. It no longer is only NetherRealm as the ones to do it. And now Tekken is also doing the same thing seemingly, where like Tekken is a fully-ass feature-rich game that's going to bring in a lot of casual audience. And those casuals are...
I don't know. Feature-rich? I wouldn't call Tekken 8 feature-rich. It is not feature-rich. Otherwise, I'd be playing it. It's okay. What you get is good. It's alright. Better than MK1 in a lot of ways. But I still think Street Fighter 6 is the best. Which is crazy, because like I was really thinking that MK was going to be the one to just dominate. But nope. MK sucks. Wow, crazy. So yeah, I'm going to put him in the Flosse Da category. Guys, do you know Flosse Da? I hope I don't get a copyright strike for this. Oh no, I can't find it. Where is it? Computer can't handle this. Oh no. Okay, let's close some of these things. My poor computer is dying. I don't know what's happening. I think it can't handle all of these shills. I better just find this picture of Max. But yeah, Flosse Da. It is from RPDR. I could take the human picture, but I don't want to. All right, let's see what you guys are saying. I think we're definitely going to have like a part 2 at some point. If you enjoyed this, please leave a like. 44 of you here. What are you doing? Leave a like or leave a dislike or get out because the stream is over. But yeah, if you do want to see a part 2 of this, let me know. Otherwise, I'll just play Street Fighter 6. Because I like it. Okay, oh my word. Okay, what? Oh no, Snoopy. What do you mean? Google will be sending Dave an email? We believe your account has been compromised. Due to watching all these shills, please confirm that you have control. You know what? It's probably noticing that it's odd behavior for my account. That I don't typically watch these people. It's like, what's happening? Poor computer. That's a great idea, Drew. Dave doing a live stream of rabbit videos. Do you mean like of like your videos, Mike? Or do you mean like videos of like actual rabbits? Because I do love both ideas. I love bunnies. Do Molly? You know, I'm gonna have to do this some other time. You're gonna have to tell me. That pic of Stephanie kills me. Oh no, he has video. What's happening to MK? Yeah, I took a look at it. I do feel Max is genuine as well. I think he's genuine too. But I noticed that a lot of these bigger guys, they're really trying to remove themselves from the equation. They'll talk on the topic. They'll say how people feel. But I'm not really getting the sense of how they feel other than like a short one-liner of, this is the funnest game ever. And then it's kind of crazy. Google it, Loca. LostyGirl blocked me because I made her call her out. Because I made her call. The words aren't wording for me, Cordal. That's why I can't read this. She was asking for stripper Raiden's costume from Injustice 2 to come back. Oh, okay. Can you point to it and say, see? Look, I'm not a shill. Oh, wow. Do you watch the show Tamar? No, I haven't. Jaded, have you watched RPDR season 16? Yeah, that's why we have Gaslight Gatekeep Girl Boss. That's a season 16 reference. I enjoy it. Leave a like. Yay. All right. I keep missing you. Can I rewatch this? Of course. Remember when Jaded found Underfraud's grinder pics? I have that on speed dial. I got that bookmarked. So yeah, I would like to do this more and try and put some more people in these categories. This would be like, red, orange, yellow, green, Getter Jade. Yeah, we'll do some editing. But this was fun. I hope you had fun too. I am really hoping though that you have some sort of game that's fun that you can enjoy. But until next time, please stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy. Bye my friends. Take care. Peace. Love you guys.